So you guys just watched the hell out of the previous couple of videos I uploaded, and not just Age of Darkness, but everything else. And for that, a massive shout out and huge thank you to all of you guys for all the support. Really, I do mean it. It was insane. I think we're on a very good roll lately, and I just wanted to thank you guys for all the support on these random series that I'm making. You know, first impressions of games that I never played before, first impressions of kind of new games, as well as Age of Darkness. So yeah, this all I really want to say in this intro is just a massive shout out to every one of you. And because of that, I have decided to dedicate this entire Saturday to recording more videos for you guys, especially Age of Darkness, because that is still the main series, even though the other videos, especially Northhold, kind of came close, but still Age of Darkness dominates. So I'm going to be recording Age of Darkness all day, and maybe some other videos as well this Saturday. So today, woke up early, just sat down, had my first cup of coffee, and we're gonna go. And I'm staring at this screen, looking at Edwin, but we have looked at Edwin in the previous two videos as well. So I say, if we're gonna be making a lot of videos today, is let's go a little bit ambitious and go with the Rebellion, and let's see what we can do in 8.8x with the Rebellion. And this is gonna be super interesting. I didn't plan this, but I'm pretty sure you guys want to see a little bit of variety in this sense as well. While we're experimenting with 8.8x, the previous episode with the Order went, I mean, it went according to plan. My goal was to survive the second Death Knight. We did. Third one was insane, especially setting that up, and they, you know, all the units taking a different path, getting picked off essentially before they even got to the defensive position. That was hilarious. But ultimately, that was pretty good, I think. Next goal is definitely going to be to survive Death Knight number 3. Here, with the Rebellion, since we're just getting started, I think the common sense goal would be to just go for Death Knight number 1. That doesn't mean I'm just gonna cut the video. You know, survive Death Knight number 1 is GG. Have a good day, guys. But if we do that, then I'm already happy. Okay, now let's focus a little bit on this, because we gotta think about how we're gonna split our units up. With the orders, it was kind of obvious. We just did an actual split. Yeah, I think this just makes sense. So what we're going for is rogues moving out on their own. A little bit on that is the reason we do that all the time, and I'm going to keep saying this for every single Rebellion video that I ever do, is because rogues generate gold, as you can see by the little coin icons popping up, but they only generate gold if they're the ones who are getting the last hit. So that means if you, let's say, have an archer or any of the heroes that are going with the rogues, and they're the ones who are actually getting the last hit, even though, let's say, the rogues deal 90% of the damage or 99% of the damage. But if someone else gets the last hit, then you don't get anything. So that's why getting the rogues to move on their own is actually a good idea, because that is just an insane amount of gold income. Only thing you gotta be focusing on, essentially... Oh, that is nasty, Cyrus. The only thing you gotta be focusing on is the fact that rogues are extremely squishy. As you can probably tell, they even die to crawlers. So it's not like with the orders starting units that you just go in and essentially they're immortal for the first couple of minutes, or first couple of, well, the starting units, essentially the starting enemy units. You gotta be a little bit babysitting with them, but ultimately fantastic source of gold. So you definitely want to be splitting them up from the main group. We're already at 300 gold because of that. Here I mean, we could be pushing actually. I'm just not sure. We don't want to be running into armored units, especially armored units with the rogues, because they can easily pick them off. Now they also have their stealth mode ability, which is good for escaping, but also let's not forget that when they come out of it, the first attack they do inflicts 200% increased damage. So that is fantastic for essentially assassinating armored units even. I use that very often for taking out like axemen, for example. That's usually the primary target, and then later on the level 1 spitters. Not really anything better than that, because for that you need a bigger group of rogues, of course, but if you do have a larger group, then you can scale that up with more stronger enemies. Essentially just a very good ability. If you find an axeman somewhere, or a group of axemen, then I'm just going to show you. So far only this group has an axeman. Okay, but now it's dead. Okay, it should be fun. The lack of stone is not really fun. We do have some stone, but it's very far away. Okay, let's put down some of these just for the sake of vision. This is also a good choke point. That's why I'm putting these down in the edges. Where's the... this is the... wait, nope. Okay. Okay, so this is now a big group of enemy. I don't want to be contesting that all that much because we are closing in on the first night. Oh, that was an unlucky pathing, but we can just get a few of these. Let's check out our rogues. Okay, pretty good. Could... oh, is that open as well? Oh, that is open. Okay, wow. Then we really gotta be careful in that position. I'm just gonna put down another lumber camp for the sake of putting down, using our gold.
For me.
Okay, interesting. I do want this stone deposit, and well, I do want those stone deposits as well, but they're just pathetic. These two would be nice.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll see. Cyrus, brother, you are slow, but you are making the moves. Look at that. Okay, it's been a while since we played the Rebellion. You guys actually seem to love the Rebellion. Yes. Rip Archer. Yeah, I still gotta get used to that. It just comes out of nowhere.
I'm ready.
Let's take the horrific status off of these guys. And let's try to not lose Cyrus in the process. That would be very bad. Okay. Now these are unfortunately not even defended. We could try to sneak Aelis over there. By the way, does Aelis take damage from the... yes, but not as much. So technically we can still reposition our units. That is actually good. So let's reposition Cyrus, although Cyrus, by the time he gets over there, is probably going to take a lot of damage. Yep. We can go for an early workshop just to put that down. Can't do much while the Death Fog is here. Okay, but at least we have these locations defended. We can even do a little bit of patrolling.
What do you want?
These guys don't need to patrol because they're ranged. This is getting attacked, okay, that makes sense. So that we can start patrolling like this.
I'll show you how it's done.
Okay, and this is going to be secured. Now really what we're going to be focusing on during these veil situations is to spend our resources. Because I don't want to be capping out on our resources and then not being able to spend them until the entirety of this first couple of nights. Then later on it's not going to be that big of a thing because we will cover so much ground that we can just build it up. And plus if you have like, you know, food huts and a couple of buildings in a lot of locations, then it's essentially going to cover that location with light and the veil won't appear, so you can continue building up. Especially like houses in between food huts is a classic situation. This is actually pretty good. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. We could go with a very early lodge before the keep upgrade even, because we don't have any stones, so we cannot play around that. Might as well use it this way. Okay. Daybreak is approaching, perfect. And now we can just keep moving. Also with the rogues, although the rogues are not really in a good position. Everything is really far away. I think with this group I want to push in this location.
For justice.
Or a little bit in this one. That's only 6 stone.
Tracking the target.
Kind of meh. Now what I'm thinking about, and that is kind of crazy, is should we attempt an insane build even though this is essentially our first attempt at this? Because I do have a very insane build in mind that we haven't even tried before on normal nightmare difficulty. But you know, we'll see. I'm just gonna tease you guys a little bit with that, and then come back to it just to see if that's possible.
Let's go.
But that would be actually insane. Try and pull that off.
Everything.
Okay. Oh, this is essentially a nice gold deposit if you want to think about it this way, because these are just crawlers. You can run away.
Let's move.
Just keep an eye out on our heroes, of course, because if they die, then it's over. Research completed. Nice, we can get a little bit of upgrade going, plus when we get that wood pop, then we will get another set of upgrades. Actually, we can upgrade everything. That's beautiful right there. Okay. Well, this is also a pretty good configuration. Is Cyrus is just triggering all these enemies. You can even like shoot in the middle of them, and then they will just come to you essentially, and then you can have Aelis guard Cyrus, which is interesting. You could do the same thing when you don't have two heroes and essentially just trigger them with your archers and then just have Aelis defend the archers. It's also a possible way to do things, and we also have some armored enemies over here. Okay, well, I would consider this our location.
I'm ready for
This is also open, isn't it? Yeah, everything seems to be open. This is open the map.
Got something for me?
16. And some more food. You know what, let's just keep pushing and see what's up. We could build this up, but also we have a tree line over there, so that's going to be contested. Or possibly contested.
I shall lead.
Okay.
You mean your grace?
Now we definitely don't want to be losing Aelis.
Ready.
Our defenses are under attack.
Oh, that's the least of our concerns, dear narrator. Okay, perfect. And now she has her bodyguard. So ultimately we should be in a good position right now. Okay.
Undoubtedly.
Okay, we can push over here. Kind of a risky position for that food hut over there.
My queen.
Oh my god. Okay, well this is typically like this camping situation like I mentioned.
Say no more.
You can even use the stealth, like for example on aggro them and then just come back and essentially wipe out half of them. It's also a very good thing to do.
As I command.
Okay, and you definitely don't want to be losing a rogue early on.
Up for anything.
Okay, this is good. You can just fall back. Let's grab the better walls.
Dare question me.
I think I'm gonna bring back Aelis and
With me.
an archer. Plus we have an archer over here. That's the spotter archer, essentially. We could probably put that on. That was 6, so that covers everything.
Got it.
Rogue over here. Normally one rogue in a location is not sufficient, so this is actually not optimal to do. Oh wow. That just covers everything, doesn't it?
Good choice.
Okay. Rogue and Aelis. I mean, I think I'm gonna
make the
send
call.
Aelis once again through the death fog. It's a very asshole thing to do. The real question is, oh, there's no questions. Cyrus is unfortunately screwed. Okay, yeah, we need Aelis, so that's good info. We need Aelis with Cyrus because
What now?
although Cyrus does a lot of damage
Are under attack.
on his own, he doesn't really do all that much damage.
We are the reckoning.
Okay, let's try to snipe these guys because that's essentially gonna be
I
a
shall lead.
lack of vision. Plus we lost the rogue.
I
So far we have lost an archer and the rogue.
Research complete.
what do you want?
That is not according to plan. Okay, they're very much pushing this position. They're not pushing that at all.
As long as you pay.
Okay, I'm gonna take that out.
One with the shadows.
Yep. I used the assassination for that because we really wanted to get that kill. Okay. Whale. This ain't good in it.
I'm ready.
I don't think it is. For this we need wood.
Let me at them.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be even more gold, and we are like so high on gold. It's actually insane.
You mean your grace?
Okay.
Just in time.
Don't want to lose that rogue. I'm just gonna peace out and then come back and assassinate. Good.
This better be important.
Probably want to move that a little bit further away from the action. So the challenge I keep talking about that is getting further and further. Well, not challenge, but insane build is getting further and further because nothing is essentially going the way of that. In favor of that, I should say.
Complete.
Okay, we have a little bit more storage capabilities this time around. Nice. We could go for either. I think the fire would be nice because we have a large area. Let's put down a barracks. Okay. Okay, Crystal Path is gonna be down here, coming from over there, which is actually a closed position, kind of closed position.
Queen will reign.
It's been a while since we had this exposed map,
Well, if you insist.
because this really is exposed in so many ways. Okay, so let's just come down here. Oh, this is also woodline. I mean, these woodlines are nice, don't get me wrong,
Together we rise.
but woodlines can also get a few enemies close to your base, and then they will just be triggered by the buildings. So technically, officially, we would need a tower over there,
What now?
and of course we need a ton of defense in this position.
On my
Oh, they're gonna
terms.
take that very small path over there. Okay, interesting.
As I
We can just camp over here, get a few kills with Cyrus. Not that big of a deal. You know what, guys? Let's go for it. This is by far the most insane, and what I'm about to tell you will you will understand why I said that nothing is going our way. We are going to try archers only. Yep, 8.8x archers only with the worst fucking spawn. Here is the creeper wave. Or wait, actually, one of my viewers had a fantastic term for this. Pester waves. Yes, that is perfect. That is actually a completely accurate description of what these are. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, we're gonna go with archers only. As insane as that is, because it is,
for me.
we're gonna try that. See what we can do with that.
Everything.
This position is probably gonna be destroyed, let's face it. Oh, that is a big investment for such a position.
Justice.
Okay, and this was actually closed up. Lol. Oh, and this is also closed up. Okay, so once again, that is why Scout Kids is, because you may never know.
Got
Beautiful.
something for me?
So yeah, archers only. The reason I said this position might fall is because it will be much easier to hold it if we were just to fall back over here, because we can have two rogues. This, I mean, that could be built up with a little bit of house action.
My cup's almost empty.
We don't even have the fury. Okay. Can we get... Yeah, if we cancel both of the fucking archer. Okay. Let's do it like this. This is a bigger priority. Okay, tower-wise, let's start putting down the towers, which is increasingly more important.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, this is an insane build. Just for the record, we never tried this before. Not even normal nightmare, as I mentioned. So the fact that we are trying it now is actually a very weird decision. Yeah. Okay, now Aelis can be parked over there. Actually, we probably don't even need the tower, because Aelis can just hold that. Just to think about it.
It's mine.
Yep. Okay, let's get a few of the insane walls going. Those walls are also very important. And let's grab even more archers. One archer from here, two archers from here, so it's better to grab two archers from this side.
Got something for me?
Okay, let's fill this up. Now we're gonna be heavily spread after the Death Knight. Just wanna point that out for the record. I think we can get some annoyance walls over here going. So how are we doing? 4 towers.
On the way.
I don't even know the math for this. Like whether 4 towers is gonna be enough or not. But one thing is for sure, we don't have to worry about pikemen and pikemen being able to get close to the walls. That's for sure.
Moving.
I do want a little bit of wall piece going still. Bro, this position right there is gonna get wrecked. It's probably what we're gonna be pushing after the Death Knight. Okay, let's go. The crystal is actually super close. I'm just not sure. Yeah, it is close. It's like literally spawned up on our ass. Okay. That's a weird one. So yeah, archers only. What do we need to know about that? Well, my theory is if we can take out all the armor penetrating units, actually that should be a bigger wall, then essentially they're gonna be left with crawlers who don't have armor penetration. Yes.
Precisely.
I should really stop doing these UFO sound, which is also a very good observation by one of my viewers.
You're ready.
Okay. So yeah, they won't have any armor penetration, and these walls have armor. So technically, if this is exactly what's happening, is we are sniping the axemen and the spearmen, and then of course the big bad nightmare dude who's going to come our way. Then essentially they, I mean, I'm not even sure what's going to happen, but they won't be able to do anything. Let's try to save that position. Like this might actually be literally the entire Death Knight. Is they're just going to be on the other side of the wall and looking at us like, hey, what's up? And we're going to be looking at them like, hey, what's up? And nothing will happen. We will slowly chip away at them. Oh shit.
I'm ready.
We actually need... Yeah, this is not going to be enough. I'm not even looking at the Death Knight because it's so weird. I mean, we can't really do much about it.
That's mine.
Like we have set up our... Yeah, this is exactly what I was expecting. Bunch of armor penetration lost for them. And we're just chipping away at them. Can we save that? Maybe with some speed boost. Oh, was that the Elite Nightmare? We already took out the Elite Nightmare? That's huge. Now, let's put down a fire sconce. I think this position is going to be secure. This is going to be shit. We need to keep that in mind. Okay, and this is why I had this extra layer of walls, because eventually, if the armors fall, then it's bad. But if you look at this, this wall has armor, and they're essentially doing 1 damage. Kind of looks like they're doing 1 damage per hit. And now Cyrus is getting surrounded. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Kind of anxious. Nothing a low micro cannot solve, unless I put Cyrus in the corner, which will essentially mean he won't have anywhere to go. And Cyrus is literally the slowest hero that we have, so we'll probably just send back Aelis and try to save his ass. Otherwise, this is going to be a very, very short round. Okay. You guys went out there, and that was a very stupid idea. Okay. Now both of them are getting surrounded. Now Aelis is also getting surrounded. Even better. Plus our rogues are getting destroyed. But rogues can do a little bit of assassination. We can micro out of the way. These guys have 1 HP. I mean, honestly, the cleanest run so far. Nothing extreme happened. We didn't lose anyone. We weren't even close to losing anyone. We stacked up on more resources than we'll probably need throughout the entire game. Aelis is about to die. Yeah. This is clean as fuck. I don't even know what you guys mean. We'll just lure them into the caltrops, you know, a little bit of micro. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. They're also gonna die. We'll just keep doing this. And look at that. Now we can reposition our defenses freely, because technically we no longer have defenses. So, I mean, this is exactly what I was planning from the beginning. Yeah. For sure. Absolutely.
Silently.
Yeah, so, real talk. That needs some work. But so far, so good.
My queen will reign.
Do we have anyone over here being sneaky? No, we do not. Okay. Then,
As I command.
actually gonna focus a little bit on economy, and especially storage. Yeah, this is gonna be perfect. Can pop that down over here.
For me.
Imagine if I boxed in Aelis. That would have been the crown jewel of this episode, for sure. Oh, that was also a possibility to box in Aelis.
I shall lead.
Now Aelis, pretty good. But for this build, she
My cup's
actually
almost empty.
will just be in the way, as insane as it is. Okay, 16, hold on, 24, and then 16 over here. And a little bit of, can we squeeze in 2? Maybe. Oh yes, we absolutely can. Okay, let's research the farms, maybe better towers. Okay, this is still insane. I think we need to go over here. And we just need more archers. I'm gonna leave 2 archers over here. Let's rebuild these walls. Okay, these are the only archers we need in that location, and we can start heading out
Question me.
with Cyrus. Now, some of these should focus on the closest, and some of these should focus on the strongest. I think that makes sense. And I want to clear... Clearing that would make sense. Clearing this would also make sense. Clearing this would make sense the least, I think. Okay, and for this build, I think we need a ton of production capabilities. And we need a ton more houses. Okay, even more houses. Or that could be a fishing port. We need some vision over here. Okay. Let's see what's down here. Maybe it wasn't the lack of vision. 30. You know what? Now we're desperately in need of some food, so yes.
Got something for me.
Okay, so let's see what we can do with all the archers.
What now?
Could put down a house once we have enough wood to do so.
Not as quick as I
So the reason I'm not bringing Aelis is because this group will move as a whole.
Yes?
And if we had Aelis there, then I'm not sure if I want that. Third barracks going down. This also has never happened before.
Got something for me.
What would also be nice, you know, if we had resources to actually make troops from those barracks. Yeah, maxing barracks is actually fantastic and it looks good and all that shit, but if you cannot build units from them, then it doesn't really make sense to do. Nice. Ooh, this would have been a better position probably. But it is what it is. Okay, we have researched farms. Don't tell me that this is also actually closed up. That would be huge. Okay, nighttime is upon us. I think I'm gonna pop down this. I mean, if that is closed up, then I'm fine. Or I'm happy with that. Yeah, there's a tree line. What's with all these tree lines? Are tree lines at a discount recently, or what? Okay. Now, if we chill over here, what will happen? This position will probably get wrecked. This position will also probably get wrecked. Okay, but I think we have enough archers to now be able to hold multiple locations, so we can just station a few archers over there. Aelis plus... No, we don't have Aelis over there. We have Aelis over here. Okay, so we can move Aelis maybe over here. Just in case. Okay, now this is lit up. Beautiful. Can put down a farm 2024. And I think this wasn't even in range, so we can put down some houses. And I think for this build to actually work, we just need to constantly pump out archers, because it might turn out to be a numbers game.
What do you want?
But I don't know. We're just experimenting right now. Oh, by the way, we still don't have iron. Yeah, I just realized we don't have iron. Okay.
Archer ready.
I mean, this could potentially be iron, because it's usually when where there are like more advanced units. For example, the Axemen. This, I mean, everywhere could be iron for sure. Knowing myself,
Aye.
it's somewhere right next to us, and that is exactly where we're not going to be scouting. Okay, what should we put over here? Also, what should we research? Well, you know what? I'm actually thinking about this. What is the difference between an emboldened archer and a normal archer in terms of stats? So an emboldened archer, 19.4 range damage compared to 14.4 range damage. Okay. Damage over time, 12.5.
Ready when you are.
5. Okay. And all the other, well, except for this movement, so it has a little bit better movement speed. And that's about it. So range damage. I mean,
What
well,
now?
obviously there's a difference. I'm just not sure if it's worth getting this upgrade, honestly. Or we should just go with Fury 2, mass damage. I think we're just gonna go with mass damage.
Yes?
Because now even the normal archers have 18.4 and then the emboldened 24.8. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with that. Okay, and even more archers. Okay. Right now, our biggest... Well, we have two problems, actually. One is the lack of iron. You know what? I'm gonna trust my viewers.
Ready when you
And remember last time around, the iron was where the Death Knight spawned. So we are going to be pushing that.
Archer ready.
Unless this is closed up, because then I would want to clear that. Man, I would really want to start clearing locations that are closed. And not just opening up more and more alleys. You know what? We're gonna take a peek over here. Let's be extremely careful about the Wraith. Wraith will probably, I don't know, like one-shot our archers.
Got something for me.
Okay, don't run into that shit. Thank you very much. Okay, now it's good. Even more archers. This is the scariest location right now, because if they just come in, then it's over. Could clear the tree line up top. This one. Oh, no way.
On the way.
Did we just get lucky? No, and imagine a crawler or a crusher being there. Okay, pikemen, but I said we're going with archers only, so thank you very much for being rescued, and you guys can go home and, I don't know, grab a beer or something. Let's grab the ballista tower. This will be perfectly held by ballista towers. We could research the refined workshop, but I mean shit, we don't even have iron, so why would we do that? Let's grab a farm. And once again another wood line. This is actually starting to get ridiculous. Okay, let's just station 2 archers over here. Actually, let's station 2 non-emboldened archers, because they will easily get emboldened this way. Okay. This could also use... I mean, we are just dropping random shit everywhere. It's 2 archers per every location that we are holding.
My queen.
Okay. Okay, so let's trust the viewer. Go for this.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's remember to put some... Now this is going to trigger all these guys, but by the time they come over the entire tree line, if it's even open to that, it's not going to be a problem.
What now?
Plus, I mean, we can close this up, why not? We can just burn down the walls with the fire sconce upgrade, which we do have, of course, because we have fire sconces.
What do you want?
Just put units over there, and more archers. More archers, the video game. 4th barracks going down. I don't think I've ever had 4th barracks in the entirety of the game. Okay, that's not true. Oh, maybe a storage. Yeah, I think maybe a storage after we put down some houses. We could put down some houses over there as well. Okay, let's see. Let's see if once again
Tracking.
it happens. Target strongest, target the closest. Let's mix it up. Wow. I mean, you guys didn't have to attack with all that much stuff.
Clear a path.
So that's a camp.
Aye.
Okay. You can put down a fire sconce once you have the goal to do so. Nothing will happen. Also block this path. So far so good. No fire sconce for me. And no iron for me. Okay. Might be Death Knight number 2 without iron. Hold on, you know what we also should be looking into? Let's just camp over here, because we're starting to have static defenses in most of these locations, which I'm very happy about. What I'm actually thinking about is most of our locations are just wood lines. This is a wood line, this is a wood line, this is a wood line. This... I'm pretty sure this is not a wood line, but this is a wood line. So technically, although we are open on so many different locations, only 3 of those locations can actually spawn Death Knights. This one up here, unless these are both wood lines that are coming out of this position. Maybe a fire sconce over here would be nice. And fire sconce over there would be a complete waste of money. And that's... well, that's kind of going to be in range of the tower, so that's good. But yeah, this was ultimately a waste of resources. Holy shit. Yeah, so this is a potential location for a Death Knight. I think this is still a potential location. These are not. And then, of course, the original one, which will spawn the first Death Knight wave once again. Now, I also gave a little bit of thought about how to refer to the previous Death Knight waves. And I think the easiest one to do is simply just call them the returning waves. What the fuck happened? Okay, they just broke through that. So I'm gonna call those the returning waves, returning Death Knights, or returning waves. That will be, I think, easy to describe for me. Oh, that's a nasty spot. Let's go with that one. Okay.
I'm on it.
Station 2 archers over there. And actually, at this point, we can... oh, those are level 2s. Burn them. Okay. And those are level 2s as well. Okay, nice. I mean, I think researching the workshop was completely useless at this point. Pretty sure we won't find iron. But yeah, so I'm gonna call those the returning Death Knights. And then it's easy to understand what I'm trying to get at.
Ready when you are.
Okay, I mean, we could even probably log this off as well. Then grab 2 archers over here. Log this down. Okay. Can finally get a breather. Okay, let's grab some fish. Hey, singular fish.
Together we rise.
Why the hell aren't we pushing this? That's a very good question. Some caltrops going down over there. And, you guessed it, more archers. I mean, the speed of these archers, speed that they can get out of the way, is actually insane. So far, this build is super amazing. I'm just not convinced that we can... Oh my god. That we can do all that much damage with these guys. Well, we can do a lot of damage, we just won't be able to survive. We'll have to see. This is an ultra annoyance right here. Burn them. I mean, that burning isn't really doing all that much. Okay, we have a level 1 spitter. Okay, that was literally one shot. If 30 arrows is called a one shot. Good. Can we... No, but we can squeeze this in. Actually nice. Oh, that's risky, but you know what? I'm gonna take the risk.
What do you want?
Hell risky. Okay, let's just push this. 0 iron still. Well, we do have a camp. It's gonna be filled with units that we cannot use because of the challenge. Why the hell am I even doing a challenge? We only got to death number 2. By the way, this also doesn't have. Okay, so we have another archer. That's good. We also have a rogue. Let's just send this rogue back over here.
Let's go.
So those are level 2s. These are still level 1s. Can push this with ease. And the next one will guess what it requires. Iron. Well, there's gonna be a double wood. I mean, you know, we'll just stock up on a bunch of resources, and then we're just gonna sit here without iron and 5,000 archers, with more resources than I've ever gathered in this entire career of playing Age of Darkness, and that is exactly going to be the plan. And we're just gonna sit here and wait for the final stand. I mean, without iron, I really don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, this is fun, don't get me wrong, this is actually a very fun build. Just, I was expecting to have hunters at this point. And wasn't it the last round that we also didn't have that much iron?
What now?
Or was it some other resource? I don't remember. Okay, let's actually come down here. Ooh, now what's going to be interesting is which path did the Death Knight take.
Yes.
That could be a tree line to the right hand side over there. That may actually not be the case. Let's... Yeah, like I said, let's just build up an economy unseen before. Oh, that is a very bad idea. These are also level 2s, but this also seems like a tree line. Or is this actually a tree line? Okay. Because I don't want to be building this location up until I have a general understanding of where they might have come from, although this water over here is intriguing. Ooh, especially if you look at that number. Okay, we are committing. So this position is now hereby forfeit. And we'll see. So that means we kind of have to push this location from this point on. Oh boy. Let's do a little bit of a split. Okay. At this point, this is just Age of Empires feudal age. microing with archers. Okay,
Moving out.
waiting for the volley. Happen good. Oh, that's a lot of food. That is perfect. Caltrops going down. And still no iron.
Clear a path.
I mean, isn't that rigged? Was this not meant to be? I mean, that is actually ridiculous. Like I said, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know, not over here, because that would be obvious. Here, I'm pretty sure the iron deposit is over here.
Just in time.
No, something else is over there because, yeah, the enemy's over there. Yeah, I think after this, first of all, we're gonna keep an eye out on where they're gonna come from. Like I said, there's not that many options. Okay, yes, okay, this is valid. So there aren't that many options, right? I don't know if this is a tree line, but yeah, the first wave is gonna come from somewhere over here, and then second wave could be from either of these positions, but these are just level 1, so we can easily clear that out. This, I'm still not sure if this is this little piece over here, not this entire area, but this little piece, whether that's considered a what's it called, the tree line. Okay, even more houses, more economy. I mean, eco-wise, you guys are gonna be proud of me for this round. But everything else is just weird.
Archer ready.
I mean, surely if you have an endless amount of archers, then you can probably hold that at number 2. There's no way, right? Could fill this up with... Yeah, I mean, makes sense to do.
Archer ready.
Yeah, this is where the iron deposit is.
Tracking.
I am absolutely sure that that's where the iron deposit is. Okay, but we're gonna keep an eye out. Then we can experiment. Okay, 30 seconds.
Archer ready.
Well, actually, this is gonna be extremely close. Because it's either gonna be this position or this position for the previous wave, the returning wave.
Archer ready.
Just in case 4 train calls wasn't enough.
For truth and
Ooh, we get sniped at level 4. Okay. Eyes up. And... okay, this is the first wave. And this is the second wave. Okay. Roger that. Good. So this is where the iron is, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the first wave.
What now?
What now? Now we're gonna find the iron. Check this out. Auto attack that position, and this is where the iron is. That is exactly what's going to happen. Okay, so this is the first wave. Let's not forget that. Which also means... can we traverse these? I always forget. Yes? Okay. Chat GPT versus Age of Darkness. Okay, it's always weird that we're getting attacked. Nothing crucial is happening. Okay, so... I mean, we had 1 line of walls, right? Now we're gonna have 2 line of walls because we have our insane economy. We can even have more towers, but we don't need that many towers. This is more than enough towers, I think. Okay, let's just discover the iron deposit.
Well, if you insist.
With the pikemen chilling, now we can chill with the rogues as well. Okay, and show me the iron.
Scouting ahead.
There's no way. No, there has to be an iron over here.
Research
Because
complete.
this is right next to our base and I didn't discover it.
Aye.
Elite Nightmare, okay. Well, there's still no iron. Lol. Whatever.
Got something for me.
This is actually going to be very nice to defend. Just clear those guys out. Let's not lock out our archers. I think for wave number 2, it's really only about the pacing, how easily and fast we can take out all the armor piercing stuff. I think I'm definitely going to position Cyrus over here. He just needs a little bit more XP to get his snipe ability, which is amazing. So this is gonna be This is already a nice amount of towers. Here,
Ready.
I mean, these guys also have the Fury 2 upgrades, so I think...
What now?
Oh, you want to go around? Can we... No, we cannot do that. Okay, so we unfortunately cannot buck through these to put some archers in that tower. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Ready when you are.
So we're just going to put it out. This is by far way too much.
Very
You don't
well.
need all that. I'm just going extremely secure. Now down here... Actually, let me just rewind a little bit. The primary question is this even viable for
Yes.
holding against these larger waves? Because it might be that the concept of itself is already bad.
Aye.
So it doesn't matter if you had like 5,000 towers or something. I'm going to put down ballista towers.
Archer ready.
Oh, it's actually very cheap for us. Can we squeeze in a ballista tower over here? Just for some AoE? Yes, we can. Okay, some normal towers over there.
Together.
Then we have an insane amount of archers that are just going to stand back and actually the archers who are standing back are going to target the closest and not the strongest. Strongest should only be targeted by the towers because they do armor piercing or armor penetration, whatever you want to call it.
Darkness approaches.
Yes, that is exactly what we're going to do.
For justice
Okay, let's see.
and prosperity.
So test number 2. Could even upgrade that if we really wanted to. But that would just give us one. Or is there a range difference actually? Vision 18. No, there isn't. Okay, so
Got
it
something
doesn't.
for me.
I don't want to mess around with that, and I cannot target these towers. Okay, now I can. Perfect. Okay, and these guys will target the, well, technically the weakest, but no, the closest. Okay. Ooh, exciting. Wait. Don't. No, there's no way that's gonna be the path, right? Did I just misread that? That would be awkward. Okay, we'll see.
We are the reckoning.
So Cyrus will have his snipe, for sure. I don't even see the formation.
Our buildings are under attack.
No, that's not the Death Knight wave. Don't spook me like that.
You want.
I can actually remove those 2 archers. Okay, so same concept. Probably should have wanted the second line of defense over there. So the same concept as previously is we're just gonna snipe if we can snipe.
Archer ready.
Wait, how is that spitter not in range of? Wait, what? This should be targeting the strongest, and yet it's not targeting the spitter. How is that possible? That was a little bit weird, wasn't it? Clearly it was in range of literally all the towers, but they weren't targeting the strongest, which was the spitter at that time, clearly. Cyrus now has the snipe. We're gonna be using the snipe again. Survive 30 Death Knights. Well, we don't know that, do we? Seeing the future. Game is seeing the future. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, this is just gonna take a lot of time. That's it. Now this here is gonna be a question. Because if the Crusher can get close, I don't know if you guys can hear me, plus I don't even know if I'm recording. Shit, I always have this problem. Once again, sorry. Yes, I am recording, okay. God damn it. Not having 2 monitors, man. First world problems. So, yeah, if the Crusher gets close, then it's just gonna AoE both of the wall pieces. So that is why we're gonna be focusing on the Crusher a lot. Actually, caltrops wise, we can just do that. Yes, they broke through one set of walls, but this is just gonna be... It just takes time, as I said. Okay, now they are bringing... Crusher. I'm not sure if I got either of those. Okay, I don't care about that. Now the real question is the Crusher, actually, and the Elite Nightmare. And now I am going to focus on the strongest, even with these guys. Yeah, exactly, because of that fucking huge damage that they're doing. Okay, we don't have enough firepower. We should have bought even more towers over here. Shit. Okay, Crusher is down. But I mean, the X-Men is also armor piercing. And now the X-Men is also down. Okay, so now we can caltrop this location. And we can even do a nice little snipe. Like that. Okay. Now let's rebuild our 5,000 archers. Okay, this was easy. I mean, I think that's it. So imagine if we had iron. And we were able to build a bunch of hunters as well. That would have been pretty amazing, I think. Okay. Trade Bazaar. We could trade Bazaar our iron deposits. Oh yeah, we don't have any. Okay, then we are... Oh, we can... Ooh. Wait a second. Yep, that will be in range, and then this will... This is like the ultimate. Okay.
Together we rise.
We can leave those two in the towers. Once again, we're in good position. Here we will end up with a bunch of units. This
I'm ready.
can be held. I mean, we can do this, sure. Might as well.
Archer ready.
Put down a tower over there, just for some advanced
Moving
armor
out.
piercing. Maybe a tower over here would be nice as well. And then this location doesn't need any more defenses. Plus, technically we can leave everyone in those towers because we're gonna have so much archers over here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so I just checked the footage. So far, so good.
My queen.
I just saved the footage to be more precise because I don't know what... You know, last time around with the order, Death number 3 was the one where we started lagging like insane. Poor old PC. Yeah, so I just went ahead and saved the footage. At least we have this. This is for sure. If anything happens, we have this 1 hour of footage.
Something for me.
Okay. Let's continue over here. By the way, you know what's hilarious is that I completely forgot about the fact that the trade bazaars will actually generate resources, even if we aren't producing those resources. And I've even made a small guide in one of the videos talking about this very thing
Yes.
about the trade bazaars. So that's kind of hilarious that I'm the one who's forgetting it.
Together we rise.
Regardless of what happens, this is actually super fun.
Tracking.
I mean, this archer only, because they're very fast because they're the rebellion archers. And plus, they do a lot of damage. Well, they're not...
Clear apart.
for the Death Knight waves, they're not actually that good. I can already see. Now, I kind of have to put this down if we're going to be going over there. Okay, and this is completely secure. We can send all these guys down here. Another stone deposit, that's fantastic.
For justice.
You know what would be even better? If it was an iron deposit. That's right. But still no iron. The question is, well, technically we lost our entire defense over here, so I say yes, we can easily push this further. Make it happen. More wood never really hurts, because each fire sconce takes away some of that wood income. To be more precise, it takes away 3 wood income. Oh, we're out of people. That's okay. Because we can just put down even more houses. Imagine a burster comes in right now. The hero has to come to the darkness or whatever the voice line is.
On the way.
Okay, so this is lit up. Should we just light this? Yeah, I think just close to that thing, the quarry.
Very well.
Now what could save our asses right now is first getting Cyrus to level 6 and unlocking the Violent Wally
I'm on it.
ability. Could station a few guys over here.
What do you want?
Okay, we can do this. You
Tracking
know what
the
let's do?
target.
Station a few archers over here. Plus we have some archers coming in from the main base still.
You are.
So we can just hold that. And now let's see. First of all, let's trigger everyone. Put down some caltrops. Once again, why is that music?
Let's go.
Oh shit. See, like a spitter, literally level 2 spitter, 2 shots. And we have a spitter as an elite nightmare. That is horrible. For that we absolutely need the damn hunters. That is super unfortunate. Yeah, this music is actually... that is bad. Okay, triage 10, but I mean, why the hell? We don't even have armored units. Whatever. Excuse me. Okay.
Archer ready.
That is actually creepy. The music. Okay, let's hotkey one of the trade bazaars.
I'm ready.
So yeah, that is unfortunate. I don't think we... Did we ever have
Ready to
the elite spitter spawn next to us? I don't think we did.
Archer ready.
Okay, let's grab even more. And then put down some more houses. Okay, beautiful.
eager and willing.
This is our last line of defense. The 3 rogues and the 2 pikemen.
Archer ready.
Just close this off as well.
Ready when you are.
2 archers in there. Oh, that tower is also in range. Okay, well then. Actually don't need either of these. Okay, so this clearly holds. We can even plan ahead and just do this, and then this is completely secured. Absolutely. This one, this could use some love. And what would be amazing if the third one came from somewhere over here. That music is ridiculously loud. If it came from somewhere over here, because then it wouldn't stack up with any of the other waves. Now, because this is... No, they came from... No, they came from up top.
Defenses are under attack.
Yes, they came from up top. Did you just really...
What do you want?
Okay, that would... I mean, that was an epic ending to that song. Good.
Got something for me?
So yeah, they came from up top, so this is where we're going to be pushing. Just to see if we can find a better place to defend. Yo, look at that. Iron deposit with like 2 iron. Awesome, dude.
Yes?
Okay. You know what? I don't care anymore. This is not even going to be mass archers. This is going to be literally mass archers. So we're not even going to build damn hunters. Who needs hunters?
Justice and
Well,
prosperity.
we don't need to lose all of these guys. That would be not a good thing to do. So like I said, it's fun because of the amount of micro that you need for this. Hunters would be nice because I'm pretty sure hunters have armor. Could be wrong. But we will not figure that out in this episode, that's for sure.
What now?
Okay, I'm pretty sure they took this path over here. At least that's how I remember. Okay, that's being boosted. Perfect. Could buy a little bit of iron. Why would we?
For truth and beauty.
Okay, let's buy all the iron that we can. Let's sell everything else just to buy even more iron. 60 iron, check that out. Can we even... No, not yet.
Scouting ahead.
Okay, so we can actually go for the refined workshop very soon. And this is closed up. Nice.
Ready to lead.
I mean, the map in general isn't that bad.
Got something for me?
This would be nice to just... This is like the
I'm
weirdest
ready.
thing ever. Putting down a lumber camp over there. So yeah, this is where they came from. This will be extremely annoying very soon.
Yes?
So I'm just going to move these guys over there.
Tracking the target.
Okay. Suppose this just a little bit. But I mean, we won't be. Oh my god, look at that! Oh my god, look at that! There's just continuous shooting. We have so many archers.
And prosperity.
Oh, oh, another iron.
Together we rise.
I mean, this is not really in the path as well. Okay,
Aye.
get in there. Shoot that little shit. Okay. You know what, actually? These and these. I'm pretty sure they didn't take this path over here. They probably took the path up top.
What are you
Go down some caltrops. Okay. I mean, in the meantime, we should probably focus on archers. It's the only thing we can build. Refined workshop over here, probably good idea.
Your grace?
Yeah, I don't want to be pushing this any further. I do want a fire sconce. Yeah, this is now continuous damage. Actually, we can take a look.
Archer ready.
Just take a peek what's over here. Still level 1s. Okay, and by the way, what are our malices? Units' health and armor regeneration is reduced by 70%. Thank you very much. Units slowly lose their progress towards emboldening. Thank you very much for that as well. That is great to have. I definitely didn't want emboldened archers either. Actually, the game is not screwing us because I never wanted to build hunters in the first place. Plus, I didn't want emboldened archers. I simply just wanted the weakest units I can possibly find. I didn't even know why I didn't just go with regular soldiers, right? I mean, that would have probably made a lot more sense to do.
Together we rise.
We can temporarily lose that shit. Doesn't matter anymore. Okay, let's grab this. Let's grab 2 of these. That's about it. Could just upgrade those, but who cares? Oh my god,
Our
okay.
defenses are under attack.
Yeah, because I didn't put units in there. So they were out of range. Okay. Of course they found the
I'm
loophole.
ready.
Okay, you shall sacrifice yourself. If you can even get there, honestly. You might be surrounded. Yeah, no, you okay.
For justice and prosperity.
We could just trigger these guys. Actually, we could trigger all the bursters with a snipe. Well-placed snipe. It only didn't trigger the burster that I actually shot. That's probably the most hilarious part about that.
Let's go.
What's still being attacked? Okay. This is what happens when you don't pay attention for a second. Could have easily lost us the game, by the way. Just want to point that out. Okay, probably not the wobbly is the biggest problem.
Clear a path.
Okay, let's do that. And we can research the hunters. Look at that. 3 in-game days before. That's at number 3.
Right between the eyes.
The Dance of Archers. Okay, let's also grab this.
My queen will reign.
Okay, let's split our army up a little bit so we're not even getting that regeneration. Fantastic. Okay. That's a little bit of... It's a little bit of water. I don't know if we want to go for that. Okay. Irrelevant. That would be nice to pick up. Okay, now what we can do is just do the same trick. If you want to repair a building and you can upgrade it, then it will be upgraded with full health. So that's how we can repair these towers, for example, this tower. Actually, we can make the front line of those towers be brace towers because they have armor, so technically that's another layer of walls, if you want to think about it that way. But I think at this point, this position is so well defended, and unless it's actually not going to be scaling, which pretty sure it isn't going to be scaling for definite number 3, then I shouldn't worry about that at all. Going forward, bellow towers would be nice. I did mention this in the comments in the previous video that I completely forgot about bellow towers as well. Could go for some more houses, or we can actually go with some refined quarries and refine the only singular iron mine that we have. That could also be something we can do.
Ready
Okay.
as you are.
So like I said, I don't want to be pushing over there. I would much prefer
On
to
the
push
way.
over here, although this is actually also getting close to the edge of the map. So technically, if I were to follow my own rules of how we are pushing the map, then neither of these would be suitable.
Research
Now,
complete.
if you just want to trigger a bunch of units, take the sniper ability and just shoot anywhere. That will bring in all the units that are along this path and the units next to them. Like so.
Track into target.
If you want to go lazy and you don't want to explore. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. If they're gonna come from this position, then this is gonna be easily defendable. You can expand on this quite easily. Yeah, this would be the line. Yeah, sure. And that would be a tower regardless.
Got something for me?
Okay. Just put 3 archers in there. Now here, that burster is a little bit of an annoyance. Like I said, if we prepare this defense, like if this would actually be the Death Knight defense, then it's gonna be fine.
I'm ready.
Okay. Now we good.
Move.
We could take a peek down here. See what's over there. And not yet. Just a few.
Yes?
Just a few hunters. Oh, you look at that. We have another spitter. A little bit of stutter step micro. Technically it's not that stuttery, but it is micro.
Cracking.
Oh, that was a nice last shot.
Ready to lead.
Okay, if we have half a second of chill, then I'm just gonna put some archers in these towers.
Research complete.
Do a little bit of a trench, which I always do for the bursters.
Yes?
If they decide to wobble our way, they will just run into those and explode on them. Man, this location has been through hell. Look at this. The tower, all this shit is just completely destroyed. Look at that gold mine and an iron deposit, and that iron deposit could even be closed up. Well, not that much. Kind of closed up. Okay, no more food.
Ready when you are.
Noid approaches. Okay, 3 iron. Let's put down the fire sconce. Oh, and we have some bursters. Okay. Let's trigger some of these bursters. Okay, that's 2 bursters. 3rd burster didn't go down.
Upgrade complete.
Then the 3rd burster will go down this way.
I'm ready.
At this stage, it probably makes sense to target the strongest with literally everything we have. Okay, last second. Oh, and we're gonna have the elite spitter appearing, so we probably don't want to be close to that.
For justice.
Okay, there's some shenanigans happening up top. This could temporarily be... Well, this would be a lot more if we had the population to support it. Okay, so we have a little bit of food, but we also need population for some more hunters. I don't know if I want to be pushing this all that much. I mean, this could make sense. Could make sense to push. I mean, we have literally infinite resources.
You are.
Oh, you took that out. How nice. So we actually do have infinite resources. Plus, we can just buy all the iron that we have. So could even upgrade farms. That would be insane. We don't have iron, and we're going with farm upgrades. I just want to put down a farm over here.
I'm ready.
That's literally all I want.
What do you want?
Okay, this is actually woodline the map right now.
Our buildings are under attack.
Here's the dark.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to save. Okay,
Got something for me?
nice. Wraith completely
Yes?
Okay. Not the worst thing to have happened. Could have been a lot
I'm
worse.
ready.
Okay. More food and more population. Okay, so this too far away, out of range. Okay, elite spitter.
Ready when you are.
I mean, if it gets a little bit closer, then I'll take that out. Probably can help it out just a little bit. Burning down the walls. Let's make it happen. Okay.
Research complete.
Could upgrade the key, but I don't want to. I want to save our iron. How is that out of range of the... No, it's not out of range. It just stopped. Okay.
Aye.
Interesting. So,
Clear a path.
I'm sure let's continue over here. Good. Siege factory. Do we have time for that? To make bellow towers. That would help us out a lot, because then all of our archers could just focus on armored enemies, and then we can have the bellow tower take care of the little crawlers and everything else. That would be the ultimate setup for this build, I think.
Together we rise.
Okay, some cow traps going over there. Now this firepower is actually ridiculous, even without hunters. Yeah, because we don't have population or anything.
My queen will reign.
Yeah, it is more on the micro heavy side of things. You need to be timing. Oh, that's a level 3 one. Because you really need to be timing the getting out of the. Oh, that was beautiful.
What now?
Yeah, that was a split right there. Okay,
Ready to lead.
light this up. This is level 3 territory right now. I don't really want to be triggering all those guys, especially the spitters. Okay, let's just put a few things over here. Build as many hunters as we can. I don't even know how many hunters we have, because I have them rallied next to our base.
Together we rise.
You know, that initial area. Okay, these are level 1s. Oh, that's level 2 and that's level 3.
Ready when you are.
Oh my god, you didn't just actually trigger. Now this is gonna be micro hell. Oh, I didn't expect that to actually target those. That was a good move. Okay, let's just do a little bit of this. Trigger a spit. Okay. This requires full focus, plus we have a burster. Just in case it weren't bad enough. Okay, let's just move out of the way. Split our army up just a little bit. Move these guys out of the way. Micro these guys a little bit further away. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit of spitting. Let's not be in range with Cyrus for the burster. This is really just all it takes. There's really just... There's no challenge in this, honestly. You just need to be doing all these things like that. It's the easiest game of my life. It was never easier. Okay.
For truth and beauty.
Okay.
Tracking.
Hell yeah, brother. Fury 3. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Okay. Now this is a very bad area. But I mean, this leads to a tree line, and this also leads to a tree line, so based on that, I would deduce that they're not even going to take either of these paths. Is it possible that that's actually going to be the case? I don't know.
Aye.
Now, before I surround these with walls, it's probably a good idea to put archers inside them, because ultimately that's the goal. Night is approaching. Actually, not that big of a deal. We have infinite resources.
And prosperity.
We don't really have infinite population, though. Yeah, I mean, we could just start upgrading, honestly. Well... Yep. We can pull this.
What do you want?
Let's see how many hunters we have. Ooh, not bad.
Quick and quiet.
Might as well keep them here, because we don't know where we're actually going to need them.
What now?
Okay. And okay. I just hope they're not going to come from this position.
Got something for me?
I don't think they will, but who knows.
Ready when you are.
Oh, we have people in there as well. Good. And we can just chill. Could probably go for the spitter with all those hunters, but I don't want to risk it because we're one death knight away. or one night away from the Death Knight. Plus, we're not going to be able to build the Siege Factory. That's a completely unrelated topic, and that is not defended.
Yes?
Upgrade complete.
Mm-hmm.
Our defenses are under attack.
It makes sense that this would happen. As soon as you don't have something defended, it will probably be attacked. That's just how it is.
Got something for me?
You might even lose that. It's not the best. Not the end of the world. Okay, what can we sacrifice? Probably one of these, just to have some people inside the farms. Okay, and now we have relatively lot of food, so we can have a lot of population.
This better be important.
Okay, actually we don't need archers there anymore. We can upgrade that once again just to do the little trick. Let's rebuild this.
Ready when you are.
Okay, one tower should be enough. So let's put down another one. Okay. And now I'm gonna pay attention to what's happening. It's actually a good idea to, yeah, let's rally all of our units over here. Where the hell are my hunters? Over here. Okay. Let's grab as many hunters as we can.
What do
Oh,
you want?
wait a second. No, let's not rally over there because then we will just run into the elite spitter. Okay. So one thing we know, this is done. That is completely defended. What we don't know is where they're going to come from this position, and then where are they going to come for Death Knight number 3 in general. That is something that we don't know entirely.
Senses sharp.
Okay, so eyes out. This is very important. I'm pretty sure it's... Wait, up there? Oh, so both of them. Fuck yeah. So this is going to be Death Knight number 2, and then this is going to be Death Knight number 3. Okay. Noted. Mental note created.
Ready when you are.
And so that means we can just rally all of you guys over here. And now this is where we lost with the order, with clearly a more meta setup. So I have no requirements for this. Let's just see what we can do. There's the pester waves. Fuck yeah. Okay. Just get all of our archers, our army of archers. So this is clearly the most crucial bit. Yeah, I mean, sure, we don't have any melee units, so might as well. So I'm gonna burn most of our resources for this. On this. Try to be economical. They're gonna be expanding from the top, so that's kind of what we wanna go for. And then, yeah, we absolutely need to snipe everything over here. So this is gonna be hunter territory. And since you already kind of survived with archers only in this position, that's why I'm gonna move our archers over here. Here I do have a general idea of like what I want. I hope we can clip through that shit, otherwise all those towers are going to waste. Didn't think about that one, did I? Let's see. Can we clip through this? Normally we can. Can you just be built, please? That would be insane. Does it take like an infinite amount? Okay, yes, we can clip through that. Okay. So normally you can clip through one row of towers, so that's why I was confident to build that. But that was an unnecessary and stupid risk. I'll be honest. Yeah, like I said, I want to focus on this because if something can lose us the game, that is going to be this round. This can, of course, also lose us the game, but because we're very close to the other location, we may be able to hold them off with the other side as well. Okay. Now we won't have any resources for more hunters, so from this point on, it's just going to be archer territory. As many of these biggest walls as we can. Of course, we would kind of want some walls. Yeah, those 2 layers of walls is actually perfect. Plus, I want the other wall a little bit further away, because if the crusher comes close, then it's only going to AoE this and not AoE the actual line of defense that we have. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. Cannot wait to try this. This would be a new personal record with an off-meta build. Okay. We completely ran out of resources. This is gonna be tough. As for Cyrus, I think I'm gonna keep him over here. Yeah, because here we don't even have 2 layers of walls. So I'm just gonna keep him over here. Maybe we can get level 6 and then the Violent Wally can go nuts. This is only gold and wood. Might as well.
Got something for me.
I don't think we would be able to clip through over there.
Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourselves. Well, we kind of prepared ourselves. Just not as much as I wanted to.
For justice and prosperity.
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. I think the defense up top is actually not good enough. Here I shouldn't have put level the brace towers because we don't need that.
Aye.
We just need a good amount of towers and that's it. Okay, we can put down beast walls as well. Nice. Okay, and I'm gonna make these trenches. Like I said, just annoy the bursters and stuff.
Together we rise.
Okay, imagine if I misread the situation and they weren't coming from that location. Okay. Okay. Whew. Can we do it? Can we do it? Imagine if it was switched around. That would be hilarious. If this was actually the third Death Knight wave and this was actually the second. Well, that, I didn't even think about that. That would be hilarious if that happened. Okay, let's target the strongest, the absolute strongest. I mean, this is ridiculous. I've never done anything like this before. 19. Okay.
What now?
Maybe even more towers. I mean, just wood and gold is essentially for... Don't tell me that these are scaling as well. No. And again, the spitter is not getting attacked. Like, I really don't understand why. Okay, maybe now it's not actually in range. But in the previous run, it was absolutely in range. Okay, now this is nasty. Sorry.
Got something for me.
Okay, that's... I think that's good. This one... Okay, let's snipe the Crusher. Nice, and we have Violent Wally, but it's a little bit out of range. Okay, that's not a problem that it's that much out of range because they're on the, like, third layer of the walls, so... It's actually not that big of a deal. Okay, good. I think we can make the... Nope, wait, not yet. Let's not make anything just yet, because this is where the Crusher comes in. Okay, another Crusher. And now we lagging. This is why I saved the footage. Oh, we lagging like a motherfucker. I mean, we're lagging very much. Okay, I was about to say it looks like the Crusher is not actually getting attacked, but it is. Okay. This up top. This might. I'm pretty sure this. Yeah, these guys are already having their coffee. Okay. This is good because these are brace towers, except for that one. And now we are unfortunately in a bit of a pickle. So let's put a best wall over there. Oh, and we have... Oh, shit. Yeah, it's over, guys. We have bursters coming in. Yeah, we have bursters. They're tearing through everything. It didn't hold.
Our defenses are under attack.
Yeah, we're screwed. And now they're swarming us. Okay, so we definitely need a lot more up top still. And now we're getting surrounded. That's nasty. Yeah, bursters and the Crusher. Oh man, that does a lot of bad shit. Okay, let's put these guys back in the towers then.
Got something for me.
Okay,
Moving out.
we lost everyone. Do we have any other lines of defense? Well, technically over here, yes. Yeah, the real problem is all these crushers. Yeah. So, I think it's safe to say that we should be thinking about next time. Next time, the strategy is find iron as fast as possible, and then make even more hunters over there. I don't know why it feels like we're not doing all that much damage with our hunters. I don't know why that is. Like I thought, if I remember correctly, but clearly I didn't remember correctly, because I thought that we would be doing a lot more damage with hunters. But we didn't. Okay, that's good. So bellow towers, absolutely. And we're gonna get some bellow towers to take care of most of these level 2 and level 3 crawlers. They don't even have level 3s just yet. Okay, then the level 2 crawlers. If somehow Cyrus could level up, then we could save him for a few seconds. Probably Caltrops could level his ass up. No, because it's maxed out at level 6. I'm sorry. Okay. Wow, this was an insane run. I'm actually fully motivated to try this again. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was just so much fun microing them out of the way. We lost 115. Yep. Yeah, I mean, nothing else to say. Let's go with some iron, bellow towers, more hunters, and I think we can finally do death knight number 3. Yep.